Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Brenna Wengert, AICP, Contract Planner for the City of Oxnard. The project before you today is the Lockwood 3 Apartments, planning and zoning numbers 22-500-04, 22-535-03, and 22-570-01. The applicant is Mark Ross. The proposed project includes a request for the following three actions. A special use permit allowing a 5-story, 234-unit apartment building that will be mixed income and multifamily on a vacant 5.17-acre site. The project also includes a request for a density bonus, which would provide a 50% density bonus increase over the maximum allowable residential density for qualified affordable housing developments. The applicant has requested concessions and waivers to modify development standards related to open space, balconies, bedroom locations, setbacks, parking design, and parking reductions. Finally, we have a request for a zone change. The proposed zone change would become Affordable Housing Discretionary AHD Additive Zone from Business Research Park. The subject site is located at 2151 Lockwood Street. It's a vacant 5.17-acre property within the Business Research Park. Existing conditions on the site show a vacant parcel. The surrounding land uses include Business Research Park. We have a vacant undeveloped parcel bordered by the Ventura Freeway or US 101, a vacant undeveloped but approved for construction mixed income multifamily apartment building to the south, Lockwood 1 and 2, an outlet center to the east with California Lutheran University Satellite Campus, and CarMax Auto Dealership to the west. The tract was approved by City Council in November of 1993 and recorded on December 8th of 1993. There have been subsequent lot line adjustments recorded in 2000 that have taken place. However, no development has occurred on the site. A tentative parcel map was approved by the City Council in 2019 to create 2 parcels and construct the connection of Lockwood Street with associated infrastructure. However, the parcel has remained undeveloped. Both the general plan land use designation and the zoning designation is Business Research Park. This slide shows the proposed site plan. Parking will be a podium style where cars will park below the building, and it shows the recreational area and parking along the perimeter of the site. The following floor plans are provided. This is the parking level, the second floor, the third floor, fourth floor, and fifth floor. These areas in the middle are open to below and feature interior courtyards. The applicant provided renderings of the proposed project as seen here. This view is from the southeast elevation of the project. This is the northeast elevation. The north elevation, as seen from US 101. And the west elevation. Various landscaping is proposed for the site. The applicant proposes a use of various shrubs, trees, and ground coverings, as well as interior courtyards. The development of the project furthers many of the policies identified in the 2030 General Plan. Specifically from the staff report, we have Sustainable Community Policy 3.1, New Residential Development, and Community Development Policies that touch on infill, transportation choices, housing variety, mitigation of impacts from the project, as well as increasing the share of regional taxable sales and provision of a variety of housing choices. The project includes a zone change request, as the property is currently zoned Business Research Park. This is intended for professional administrative research, limited manufacturing, and supporting commercial activities. The request for the zone change is to convert to an affordable housing discretionary additive zone. This way, the parcel would retain the underlying BRP zone, but allows for a residential development of up to 30 units per acre. Affordable housing additive zones are city-initiated to promote affordable residential developments. They're aimed at meeting the city's RHNA allocation, or the Regional Housing Needs Allocation. The city is currently in compliance with its RHNA goals, but has capacity for an additional 9,167 units. This project would add an additional 234 units towards these goals. The impact of the zone change includes maintenance of the BRP zone, but allowing for residential development, affecting intended uses like office and limited industrial spaces. This considers trade-offs between residential development and tax-generating business and job opportunities. Staff identified that the project is compliant under the zoning code. The project would be developed under the Business Research Park Affordable Housing Discretionary, or AHD, Zone District, subject to approval of the zone change. Development tables were incorporated into the staff report, showing and comparing applicable development standards for this project. Specifically, we looked at the Affordable Housing Discretionary, OCC Section 16-420A to 16-420I, looking at the height and density. We looked at the Attached Dwelling Unit Development Standards, part of Section 16360 to 16363, and we looked at the BRP Multifamily Zone, which is found in OCC Section 1643 to 1648. As mentioned before, the applicant has requested various concessions and waivers to achieve zoning code compliance. Specifically, the applicant has requested density bonus concessions, the first of which being bedrooms facing the public right-of-way at the ground floor level, a reduction in interior yard space, and a reduction in patio and deck minimum size. Further, there are 3 waiver requests, allowing for the building height to increase from a maximum of 56 feet to 68 feet, allowing for a reduction of the front setback 30 feet by approximately 6.5 feet, and allowing for a landscape planter overhang to be less than 5 feet, but no less than 2 feet. Further, the project is using state density bonus parking reductions. 300 parking spaces are required, and the applicant is recommending they provide 351 parking spaces on site. The following indicates what parking is required. As the lead agency, the City of Oxnard prepared a Mitigated Negative Declaration, or MND, in accordance with CEQA guidelines. The MND identified and discussed potential impacts, mitigation measures, monitoring requirements, and residual impacts for identified subject areas. The MND was available for public review from March 18, 2024 to April 17, 2024. Comment letters were received during the public review period and are included with responses in the final draft of the ISMND. Each comment was responded to. Staff has determined that there is no substantial evidence that the project will have a significant effect on the environment. Further, the ISMND includes a Mitigation Monitoring and Reporting Program, MMRP, that details the process to implement the required mitigation measures. Notice of the public hearing was provided in the newspaper, through on-site posting, and was mailed to property owners within 300 feet of the project. As of this recording, no public comment has been submitted in support or in opposition of the project. Staff has selected a few recommended conditions of approval as provided in the resolution for the project. Specifically, we want to draw attention to condition number 63, which identifies that the permit is granted subject to the approval of Planning and Zoning Permit number 22-570-01, which is the zone change for the project. Further, condition number 69 addresses concerns over MERV filters, which are for air quality, and this will protect residents and renters against increased risk of exposure based on the proximity to the freeway. The following 3 conditions are in regards to the density bonus permit. Condition number 246 indicates that the affordability of 38 units will be required to qualify the project for a 50% density bonus. Condition number 247 requires that the density bonus agreement be recorded in the office of the Ventura County Recorder. The agreement shall be for a minimum of 55 years and shall commence upon occupancy of the first unit in the development. Finally, we have condition 249, which addresses that pursuant to the density bonus requirements, the developer must make 38 units available for rent to households with annual incomes at or below 80% of the area median income for Ventura County. Taking into consideration the discussion in the staff report as well as this presentation, staff recommends that the Planning Commission adopt resolution recommending that the City Council adopt the final initial study mitigated negative declaration ISMND number 2401 for the 2151 Lockwood Street, Lockwood 3 apartment project, and adopt resolution recommending that the City Council approve Planning and Zoning Permit number 22-570-01 for a zone change, subject to certain findings and conditions, and adopt resolution approving Planning and Zoning Permit number 22-500-04 special use permit, and Planning and Zoning Permit number 22-535-03 for density bonus, subject to certain findings and conditions. This concludes my presentation. Should the Commission have any questions, please feel free to ask myself, Brenna Wengert, or the applicant during the hearing. Thank you for your time.